Changes then, a new energy secretary potentially in the next year or so. We've got a nomination at least. What are you telling clients about that change and how different things could be under Donald Trump?
Well, there's a number of things that will likely come through out of the new administration, but I think most likely we'll see some of the LNG export permitting come back to the fore. Remember, that was post under the Biden administration. And that's probably the biggest change. There will be others, potentially. There's the Paris Agreement discussion. Will the U.S. pull or not pull out of the Paris Agreement? But I think in terms of the immediate impact on production, remember, in America, prices determine how much output producers ultimately pull out of the ground. And I think the biggest risk to prices really is coming from tariffs, right? We have potentially a trade war here, and to me, if the euro keeps, you talked about the euro going to parity. You talked about the Chinese yuan, what's going to happen to it once the tariffs get implemented, if they do. These are downside risks to demand globally, right? I mean, America first means commodities second, and I think we kind of start from that point. So look, it doesn't mean we're going to produce more oil and gas for sure, but again, prices will determine that.
So basically, are you saying that we're kind of in a range here, and that you kind of see U.S. production as potentially the offset, the potential balancing fact, but ultimately you can't see prices going up too much, and frankly, you can't see them going down that much either?
Well, I mean, remember, there's also some geopolitical elements to this. I mean, there's, of course, the trade war. There's also, of course, there's the potential price war. Remember, OPEC announced they're going to bring production back, which could exacerbate the downside pressure. But there's also the actual military war as well going on, right? We have Israel-Gaza. We have Russia-Ukraine. Whatever happens to those geopolitical events that we're going through right now, I think will also determine the path, right? Remember, under the first Trump administration, we had pretty severe sanctions on Iran, also on Venezuela. We've had Marco Rubio appointed nominated to be Secretary of State. He's an anti-Iran, anti-Venezuela hawk. So I think that could have an impact. Remember, we are 2.2 million barrels a day above their production levels when Trump left office 4 years ago. So that's one upside risk to the market. But everything else is pointing down.